claim that YouTube success is defined by a creator's ability to consistently deliver high-quality, entertaining, and inspiring content. Ideally, that content is packed full with tasty, life-changing nuggets of actionable information that helps everyone to do and be and live better. Really, that's it. It's the constant act of creating, but not just creating, it's creating value for others, which builds subscribers and encourages likes, and it really captures the attention of everyone. There's only one problem. It's the number 500. Alright, if there are 500 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute, hey Siri, how many minutes are there in a year?
1 year is 525,949.2 minutes.
Alright, I'm going to round up to 520. Okay, so, hey Siri, what's 526,000 times 500?
526,000 times 500 is 263 million.
Okay, so there are 263 million hours of content uploaded to YouTube every year. Think about that. In the amount of time that you've been watching this video, 3,855 hours of content has been uploaded to YouTube, and it's competing against me for your attention. It's not just cat videos and pandas sneezing, it's brilliant, talented, incredibly dynamic creators that you and me are measured against. 79% of all the content that's consumed on YouTube is created by the top 10% of YouTubers. Here's my top 5 not so obvious tips for YouTube success. Number 1, confront the brutal reality. Admiral James Stockdale was a prisoner in the Vietnam War and suffered terribly for 8 years. His Stockdale paradox goes like this, and I quote, "Retain absolute faith that you can and will prevail in the end, regardless of the difficulties. And, at the same time, confront the most brutal facts about your current reality, whatever they might be. You have to believe that you can do this. You must trust that if you do the work, if you show up, if you take the risk, if you push and push and push harder and harder, then you will succeed. However, you must also know yourself. Know where you're at. Know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. You must objectively assess the current situation. No candy coating. You can't learn the lessons required to move and grow into a new future if you don't acknowledge and accept the lessons of your present, however good or bad they are. Number 2, this is the worst you'll ever be. I played music in a cover band growing up, and one day we were rehearsing a new song. It was No Doubt's Don't Speak. And honestly, our version was hideous. It was just a complete train wreck. On that day, though, a light bulb went off as I stood there cringing, thinking about how horribly we were playing this song. I thought about the fact that at one moment in time, No Doubt, as mere kids, with all the latent superstardom potential that they had, played that same song as horribly as we just did. Even multi-platinum superstars suck at the beginning of their creative journey. You and I are no different. When we start something new, by default, it's the worst that we will ever be. That should be both terrifying and encouraging. Bracing ourselves for creating something that completely sucks, while knowing at the same time, the next time and every subsequent next time, things will continually get better. Number 3, you're acting in faith. At the beginning, you don't know if anyone's, well, let's just be honest, no one's going to watch. I mean, that's confronting the brutal reality. No one is watching this right now. On day 1, on month 1, on year 1. You aren't afforded the luxury of hindsight. You aren't raking in ad revenue. You're not feeling the support of loyal fans. You have nothing but this nagging need to create and to share and produce. But if you fast forward 3 years of constant delivery, constant value creation, then things are starting to get better. But the nagging hasn't changed. The thing that's changed is the immediate actionable feedback that you're receiving as a result of creating and sharing and producing. On day 1, right now, where I'm at, I'm operating in the vacuum of space. I'm throwing my words out there to this vast expanse, hoping that they travel to some needing, receptive audience. Someone that will deem these words worthy of a like or a subscribe. That's the definition of faith. The complete trust or confidence in something. Honestly, posting this video right now in this second is a literal act of faith for me. It's my second video, and at the time of filming, I have two subscribers. I'm acting in complete faith, and I encourage you to do the same. Number 4, practice the 10,000 experiment rule. You need what Carol Dweck of Stanford University calls a growth mindset. You need to incorporate deliberate experimentation into everything you do. Does it sound familiar?
Very hard right off the bat to know what makes a good video, how to hold a viewer, how to get them to click and stuff like that. Some people are naturally entertaining, and retaining a viewer is just much easier for them, and some people, like me, you just need a long time to develop. At the beginning of the video, just tell, like literally the simplest thing, just tell them why they should watch it. You know, if you're putting 1,000,000 Orbeez in a pool, don't start the video with you shopping for, you know, your mom's birthday present. At the beginning of the video, just say, "This is 100 million Orbeez."
Are you sure? It looks kind of like it's 99,999,984.
We're gonna put 1,000,000 Orbeez in this pool, and then that right there should, you know, be at least slightly sufficient.
You and me and anyone who wants to make a significant impact must be able to learn from our mistakes and treat them as opportunities for growth. Following the 10,000 experiment rule means starting your day not with a to-do list, but rather with a to-test list. It's all about experimentation, developing hypotheses, performing tests, trying to prove the hypotheses right or wrong, and analyzing the results and building new tests based upon what you've learned. Number 5, probably my favorite. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Depending on how overwhelmed I am by the sheer weighty enormity of my dreams, sometimes I actually literally say that to myself on a moment-to-moment basis. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish it was easier, work to be better. It's really the perfect advice for YouTube. Why? Because creating, succeeding, showing up all the time is freaking insanely, mind-bogglingly hard to do. The constant temptation, and it's so seductive, is to think, if only I had better gear, if only I was better looking, if only I had more resources, if only if I had a better set, if only I had more time, if only I had a quieter studio. My dad always used to say, develop the skills and the tools will come. If you were to strap on a 10,000, no, let's make it a $1 million guitar around my neck, there is no way I could make that wood and steel sing the way Ed Sheeran does. On the other hand, give Ed a $20 Walmart guitar and he will blow your mind. It's the talent, it's the skill, it's the courage, it's the drive. It is not the tools. So don't get wrapped up in thinking, if I only had Sawyer's hair, or if I only had mad card tricks like Pete, or if I had cool boosted board skills like, well, you know who, or if I had $1 million to give away like Mr. Beast, then just maybe the masses would flock to me. Stop it. Don't wish it was easier, work to be better. So there they are, my top 5 not so obvious tips for YouTube success, and honestly, success in anything. Number 1, confront the brutal reality. This is the worst you'll ever be. It all takes faith. Practice the 10,000 experiment rule. And don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. I need your help. If anything that I've said has encouraged you, if it challenges you, if it points you towards a better future, please share it. Please pass this along to anyone that might need a little wind in their sails. Also, please like and subscribe. Cheers.